Hello, 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 and welcome back to Conversations with JR. I'm excited about today's topic because it's been a long time since I've sat down and I've talked to my people. Now, if this is your first time joining Conversations with JR, welcome, welcome, welcome. Conversations with JR, we are all about the discussion of myths that lead to dysfunctional relationships, and we explore the healing of brokenness and the broken foundations of family. Conversations with JR, you can find me on all social media platforms, and I welcome you to join my YouTube page. Click subscribe, like, and share. And here we go with today's topic. You see, I knew that I was in trouble as soon as I posted on my Facebook page the subject of sisters who date outside their race. I knew that I was opening the doors for a wave of negative comments about the various reasons why sisters date and marry outside their race. Now, I'm talking about all the sisters of the rainbow. Let's not pretend that we don't hear other sisters talking. I am talking about our Asian sisters and our Black sisters and our Latino sisters and our Iranian sisters and Pakistani sisters and Latina sisters and Indian sisters. I am talking about the sisters. That's what I'm talking about. The sisters who are stepping outside of their race, outside of their cultural beliefs, dating outside, marrying outside, making commitments outside. I'm talking about this subject today because I am tired of seeing sisters being dogged by society who stands in their twisted judgment as to why sisters are selling themselves out by seeking men outside of their race. And this is mostly targeted towards sisters of color, African American sisters, the melanin sisters. First, let me ask you a question. Should race be a deciding factor when a woman is seeking love, devotion, monogamy, support, compassion, respect, when it comes to her partner treating her as an equal? No, I say it should not. However, no one wants to own up to the truth about why sisters are seeking companionship with males who are not brothers. You see, if you've been paying attention, strong sisters of substance, women of substance, are fighting against the double mindset of the double standards. Sisters are working just as hard, they are toiling, and they are sacrificing while building up their life and suffering under the negative feedback from an unforgiving society that continuously to bombard them with the message that a woman's place should be barefoot and pregnant, and that she should be seen but not heard. Let me make myself clear when I talk about this woman of substance, because I want to make myself clear about the women that I am talking about. I am not talking about the media-seeking gold diggers who their daily life, their daily agenda is to seek out celebrity and sports figures and rappers and only to sexualize themselves, put themselves out there as objects and sexualize themselves in order to make a name for themselves. I am talking about the sisters who have a grind, who have an honest grind. And they stay on that grind, regardless to whether they become successful or not. They stay on that grind and they stay grounded with good morals and good values. And they establish a foundation for themselves. And they become leaders and they become role models for the rest of the women in the community and in the world. Sisters are done with being beaten down with the images and the messages of what their place should be in society and who they should and should not be with. There is an increasing amount of sisters who are judges and lawyers and doctors, politicians, CEOs, filmmakers, scientists. They are professional athletes, entrepreneur, business owners. They are in all facets of life. They are dancers. They are artists. They are in all facets of life. There are even high-ranking military officials that are women, sisters. And what they are seeking is that they are seeking partners of their equal status. There's nothing wrong with that. But the voices of society continuously to tell them to settle. You need to settle. Why? Because a man is a man. And any man should be good as long as he's a man. Women are no longer willing to settle for less than they know that they are worth or that they deserve. So my question is this. What is wrong with women stepping outside of their race and their culture to seek love? Real, true, authentic love and companionship from men from other race and other cultures. What damage and what harm is that doing to a society? People pretending like they don't hear when sisters tell their stories about how they've grown weary of the lack of love and respect for men from their own race, their own kind. And now the other side of that story is as soon as brothers voice their displeasure about sisters who they say ruin relationships because they won't submit, that they're being difficult and they're being too aggressive, they're being too assertive, they're being too they want to conquer them. They don't want to submit. They don't want to be the woman. They don't want to be feminine. They want to be too aggressive. They want to act like the man in a relationship. As soon as brothers go public and say something like that, everybody jumps on the bandwagon in support of this brother. That's what they do to sisters. Listen, no one is paying attention to one of the main factors why women, sisters, are stepping outside of their race. No one's paying attention to the main factor that women are talking about. And it is the deplorable, and I'm using that word, it is the deplorable treatment that sisters are receiving by their own kind. Let the truth be told. Sister desires the joy of celebrating Black love. Or should I say sisters desire the joys of celebrating within their own culture. They want to celebrate that love and partnership from within their own culture. They truly do. As a Black woman, there is nothing, and I'm telling you right now, nothing better under the sun than to see Black love endure. To see cherished Black love, to see couples of color who have stayed together, kept their relationship together, no scandal, is very private about their relationship. There is nothing better to me as a Black woman to be wrapped in the arms of my brother. Nothing better. Unfortunately, no one is paying attention to the shift that has occurred and that continuously to occur. Number one, women, sisters of color, all women of the rainbow. We no longer desire to be that traditional partner, that traditional woman. We still have it within us to nurture, to love, We would like to be out there. We have something to do. We have something to say. So being pushed back into that traditional role doesn't really set right with this generation of women. Women are excelling in areas of life where they have been held back for years. And deep down inside, women desire that special partner to stand there with her, to enjoy with her, enjoy the journey with her, take the journey with her. We do. And I hope brothers are listening, because that's what we desire. Listen, sisters are exhausted by brothers who hold them back and hold them down and drain them with their foolish behavior and lack of maturity and responsibility and accountability. Responsibility and accountability and maturity towards the relationship that you are supposed to want to be in and to establish. Sisters are tired of the stagnation. There is no growth. There is no bonding. There is no spiritual growth. There is no foundation. There is nothing to look forward to in the future. We're growing tired of that. And I want the sisters to please stop saying this, I can do bad all by myself. Please stop saying that, because no one's going to do bad by themselves. Because sisters who are out there and they decide that they break away from their marriage, they break away from their relationship, their partnership, these sisters are excelling because they have gotten rid of the baggage that was holding them down. Sisters are tired they no longer want the baby daddies. That's not in vogue anymore. It's not chic to have a baby daddy anymore. Or men who are undecided about being married, being in a holy matrimony relationship before God and man until death do us part. Sisters are grown tired of that. They're grown tired of men who are brothers who are not being supportive of them and their dream and their vision and putting them out in front and supporting them. Sisters are getting tired of waiting for men, brothers, to get some act right on them and to get their lives in order, to be the leader. And so society wants to bash women for coming out and being a leader and wanting to set a foundation for their children because the man in their life isn't doing it. This is about why women, everyday women, women in Hollywood, everywhere, every day, all over the world are stepping out. Our sisters are stepping outside of their culture. And they're seeking this outside elsewhere. You know, I often reflect back on how much time and energy and money and emotions I wasted on brothers who saw me as something to do for that moment. Now hear me out. I know a lot of people listening to this and they're going to say, oh, there's another black angry woman. Stop labeling us because we're not angry. I'm making a point here. You see, when I was going through that period of my life, and I hold no grudges because I've healed from all of that. I hold no grudges. See, I didn't have a clear direction for my life. So I was just going along with the program. However, as time went on, life changed, I changed, situations changed, and light bulbs started going off in my head. And I began to understand why I wasn't successful and happy as I wanted to be, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life. You see, back then, the quality of the brothers that I was entertaining, they did not see the future JR as a media influencer, a college graduate, a writer, a speaker, an academic coach, all those things that I have become. You see, they did not see that vision, and that was okay because it wasn't for them to see that vision. It was for me to make a change. And as I started changing my life, as they would say, people, places, and things, the quality of my intimate relationship had to match the progress of my life. And I tried as I may. I continued on with my brothers because I told you, I believe in the black love. I believe in the sanctity of being with my black man and holding my black man up. But time and time again, my brother, my black man, has failed me. And I begin to be very dismayed and very brokenhearted because I am looking at this black man and saying, above all, I come to you, but I'm not getting back from you what I am putting into this. So I had to step back. Now, am I dating anybody outside of my race? No, I'm not dating, period. I'm on sabbatical. I've been on sabbatical now for about 4 years, and I'm going to stay on sabbatical. And the reason why I'm going to stay on the sabbatical is because I am on a personal journey of healing and fixing my foundation and understanding to the core who JR is and where I'm going. And I'm loving my journey. Trust me, I miss my brothers. I do. I truly miss my brothers. But what I don't miss is the abusive treatment, the lack of respect, compassion, support, maturity. I don't miss any of that. I'm carrying everything that I need to carry on my own. Nope, I'm not Miss Independent. But I am grateful that I am a sister that can be self-sufficient. My morals have changed. My values have changed. And I am no longer willing to settle for less than what I know that I am worth. And allow someone in my life to treat me less than what I am worth. And I say that to say this. This is a lot of the reasons why women, sisters, are stepping outside of their race and they're stepping outside of their culture. And they're looking for love and they're looking for acceptance. Men are doing it too. Brothers are doing it too. And, for a long time, brothers was being, they were being bashed. Oh, he's denying sisters a chance at him. No, I can't speak for the brothers. I really can't. Because I know there's both sides to this story. But I am speaking for the sisters, to the sisters, in support of the sisters. If going outside of your race is giving you the love, respect, honor, support that you need in your life from your partner, then that's personal. And you're the only one know why you are doing it. I don't think any woman of any color, of any standard, of any statute should stay in any relationship with anyone where they are not being honored, loved, respect, supported, guided, protected. I don't think the relationships have to have balance. But above all, people, you need to know yourself first of all also. And we cannot just blame the partner. This is not about a blame game. This is about really deep down opening our eyes, being mature, and understanding this shift that is going on with women, especially sisters of color. I say, sisters, if you find that love outside of your race, and it's honest and it's true, and it's not about status, and it's not about financial stability, but it's about finding that real true soulmate, that real true connection with that person, then I say go for it and close out whatever thing everybody have to say about you in society. It's better than being alone and unloved and unwanted and unconnected and abused. So I said my piece. This is Conversations with JR, and I am hoping through this conversation that we, people in society, men and women of all colors, that we will stop bashing one another and degrading one another and disrespecting one another. And just, you know what? Celebrate love. Just celebrate love. Until the next time, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Conversations with JR. And don't forget to share this podcast. Thank you for listening.